Welcome to Kamoing and Company Advocates, where we take care of all your legal needs. My name is Kamoing Judith. I am your commercial, construction and investment law expert and advisor. And today we're really privileged to have 35 plus. At Kamoing and Company Advocates, this is home for all your legal needs. So I'm going to welcome the chair, Mathenge. Karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you very much.
To first be part of the association. I see a lot of value in terms of the professions and the professionals that are there and the contribution by members. It is actually an association that I usually say it gives value. You gain a lot of value, and also the members who are there, they give a lot of value.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
On behalf of the members of that 5 Plus Association, it's a great honor actually to be here at Kamoing and Company Advocates.
Yes.
I'm sure our members can see where you come from.
Yes.
They normally talk of Judith Kamoing.
Yeah.
Today they are seeing the Judy they talk about.
Yes.
They see she's here in person.
Yes.
And of course, this is where our issues will be sorted. In the event you have issues, legal issues, this is where to come. And of course, Judy will also be educating us from time to time about legal matters.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Judy.
Yeah, so today we're having a session for entrepreneurs and business owners, and we're going to talk about family-owned businesses. Most of our members are entrepreneurs, and we really appreciate that, and they run their own family-owned businesses. So I thought that would be such a great topic to talk about today. What I would want to say is that a family business is like a tree, and the tree has roots, and the roots are the family values, and the branches of that tree are the operations, and the fruits are the success. So without proper corporate governance structures, a family business is likely to collapse, and you need to just ensure that you have proper corporate governance structures. When
Mr. Mathenge was normal, they could not run his business, and there was a lot of disputes. So in our story, how do we go about it, and how do we make sure that we continue getting fruits?
So how would corporate governance structures look like for a family business? First of all, it would be very important to establish a family council. A family council is a group of members within the family who would basically mediate disputes and have proper planning for the business. We have the family council. This will basically be formed by the family members only. Yeah. No outsiders will be included in the family council. And their main role is to mediate the issues and the conflicts that arise within the family. Yeah. They will also be able to ensure that the family values and the legacy that was left, continues basically. Yeah. So they deal with the family issues internally. Yeah. So any disputes that arise, you see, like in the example of Michael and Lenny, would have been dealt with internally.
So in case somebody wants to part way from the family setup, in the event that Lenny wants not to pull out and may be independent and maybe take his share, how do we go about that?
That would be guided mainly by the articles of incorporation, articles of association, and the articles of association and the shareholders agreement. The articles of association basically deals with managing the internal affairs of the company. So when you have very well drafted articles of association, you're able to take care of that.
And now, can a family actually bring in somebody else to be part of it?
Yes, a family can definitely bring in someone else to be part of the directors, shareholders of a company. But what people need to know is that when you're registering and incorporating your company, you need to be very keen on how the share allotment is done, allocation of shares, so that there are different classes of shares. You have class 1A, shares that you can structure them in a way that the family itself owns these shares.
Yes.
And they have more voting rights.
Yes.
And then you have Class B shares
Yes.
that you give out to investors and other people that you want to onboard into the business. That way you still maintain control over your business.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Facebook is owned by Zuckerberg, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, but there are so many shareholders.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
because it was listed as a public company, and it now has so many shareholders.
Yes.
But you'll find that the classification of shares is different because he owns the majority of shares. Through this share declassification, you know, he has shares with majority voting rights. So he still maintains control of the company in terms of the voting rights.
Yes.
Yeah. So you can have the family council, as I have said. You can also have a board of directors, and you can either have single board of directors or a two-tiered system in terms of the board. All right.
Yeah.
So the single board is where you just have the board that's comprised of the family members, independent directors, and executive directors.
Yes.
You know, the independent directors are directors who are not part of the business itself. Okay. You know, they're not part of the management. Executive directors are board directors who are also part of the management. Okay. You'll find that they are also involved in the day-to-day running. So the board of directors basically would be involved in strategic decision making, ensuring that, you know, the business is run, you know, in compliance with legal and regulatory requirements.
Yes.
Ensure that there is a strategic vision.
Yes.
For the company, and it is actually being implemented. We have the two-tiered system in the border, and the two-tiered system is mostly found in European countries. You know, you don't find it in UK and Commonwealth countries.
Yes.
Yeah. The two-tiered system has the board is divided into two. Yes. There is a board that's supervisory in nature, so they supervise what the management does, and then you have the management board.
Management board, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the supervisory board is made of either family members and independent directors who are not part of the management or day-to-day running of the management board. Okay. Yeah. So they supervise what the management does and ensure that there is accountability from the management. The management board are those who are involved in the day-to-day running of the business. You know, so you'll have the CEO, you'll have the CFO and other leaders within the business, you know, who form part of that board. And they cannot make any decision until they are giving an approval by the supervisory board. Yeah. Thing with the advisory board, they do not have voting rights. You know, they do not vote. You know, they just give suggestions. They're like consultants who are brought in. So that's what I wanted us to cover today. So we have learnt about family businesses, the importance of corporate governance structures. Yes. And under corporate governance structures, we have the family councils. Yes. The family council mainly deals with disputes that arise within the family, you know, so that the family disputes are separate from the business operations. Then we have also said that we can decide to onboard a board of directors. Yeah, the board of directors will be made up of family members, you know, executive directors and independent directors, you know, who will oversee the strategic direction of the company and ensure that it's going to where they need it to go. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Then we have also said that we can have a two-tiered approach. Yes. You know, two-tiered board where we have the supervisory and the management board. The management reports to the supervisory. And we have also said that it's very important to know how the shares within your company are allocated, you know, and are also classified. Yeah, you can have shares classified in a way that you still retain the majority of voting rights. And the example that I've given is, you know, Facebook. Yeah, and that guy Zuckerberg. Yeah.
Yes, that's in fact we understand it very well, and I see even here in Kenya, even in our members in that 5+. I'm sure we have people who have family businesses and all that.
Yeah.
And they are actually going to benefit from this.
Yeah.
Because from time to time, they will be calling you for more advice and all that.
Yeah.
Because you're here with them. Yes.
And then also the need to also have a proper shareholders agreement, you know, drafted properly, so that it's enforceable when you need to enforce it. Corporate governance boards are indispensable for family businesses who aim to thrive in the competitive markets and who also aim to sustain their growth across generations and preserve their legacy. So by integrating independent directors, the family council, the advisory boards into their governance structures, family businesses can achieve a balance between professional management and family values. The key is to tailor the governance frameworks to the unique needs and goals of the family, and the governance frameworks to the unique needs and goals of the business. Thank you very much, Chair, for this wonderful opportunity.
Yes. I'm sure we have people who have family businesses and all that.
Yeah.
And they are actually going to benefit from this.
Yeah.
Actually, they will be calling you for more advice and all that.
Yeah.
Because you're here with them. Yes.
And then also the need to also have a proper shareholders agreement, you know, drafted properly, so that it's enforceable when you need to enforce it.
So thank you very much, members. And let's keep on discussing every day and keep on engaging, because this is the way forward. Actually, your network is your power. From that 5+ Association, I, as the chair, will say thank you very much, Judith Kamoing. And on behalf of that 5+ Association, in collaboration with Judith Kamoing and Advocates, is bye for now.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.